Hey, this is Sherry Kirkland with my review of our Longhorn Solar system. We've had solar installed now for a little over 9 months, and I wanted to just do this quick little video. A lot of people are asking me how we like our solar system, and I thought that I would do a video to explain and give details of why we like it so much. So, we started this process 2 years ago. We started looking at solar, and we actually got 3 quotes along the way from Longhorn Solar. The first two, financially, it didn't make sense, but as electric rates began to rise, it eventually made sense, and we got to a point where we could actually break even with what we were spending for electricity on an average monthly basis versus what our solar payment would be. And now for us, we're kind of locked in to our solar payment, and for everyone else, electricity rates are just going to continue to rise. So anyway, here's a picture of, this is actually not our house. I'll show you that later. We do have 30 panels, and our system is supposed to produce about 13,893 kilowatts per hour on a yearly basis. We do have around 2,700 square feet. And you know, we just got to a point where we could pretty much offset our power here 100% and minimize our need to even purchase electricity at all. And so I'll show you how that's working out for us. I have a spreadsheet. So I've been tracking this. I'm going to ignore month number 1, which was October of 2018, because we installed in the middle of the month. So we're going to begin looking for the months of November through July. So that's a 9-month period. And I want to highlight this little statement right here. We started out, we actually went with Green Mountain Energy because they have a fantastic solar buyback program. So when we overproduce, our extra energy goes back to the grid and they give us credits. And they actually pay us the same rate that they would charge us for electricity. So it ends up being a little under 12 cents per kilowatt hour. So anyway, let's just look at one of these rows so you can understand my spreadsheet. So we actually had a payment because of our average billing of $35 this in December. This is the amount of kilowatt hours we actually used. This is the amount sent back to the grid. This is the amount that they would have charged us if we did not have solar. This is the amount that they credited us because of the electricity sent back to the grid. And then this is the amount that we actually owed. And so you can see here that, like, in the month of December, even though we actually only owed $5, we paid $29.76 due to average billing. So that kind of messed this up a little bit. So you can see that we did have some payments that we made. But because we were overproducing, when I finally figured this out and called Green Mountain, we actually had a credit, $330 credit built up. And we turned off average billing, and now we're beginning to spend those credits. So you can see that we do not have an electric payment for the months of July and August, and these credits will continue to spend down the rest of the year. So this would be a lot easier to understand if I hadn't been on average billing, but hopefully it's going to make sense here when I get done. I'm also tracking our solar production. So there's a cool little app that's on my phone. I can see our solar production every single day. I can actually even look at one panel at a time and see what it's doing, and our system is monitored. So if there's ever a problem with the panel, Longhorn Solar will be the first to notify us that there's a problem, and they'll take care of fixing it. They actually had the best warranty that we found. So anyway, our goal for the year per our quote was 13,893 kilowatts, and after 9 months, we're sitting at about 73%, which 9 months would be 75% of the year. So we're really close to that. We've had quite a bit of rainy months, like the whole month of October was pretty much rain. We were kind of wondering if we had made a mistake because it's, solar panels don't produce when it's cloudy and rainy. They produce a little bit, but not much. Anyway, but I really think it's working out. And so then I took all these numbers and I looked at what our cost was, what we actually had to spend for electricity due to underproduction of our solar panels. And I only have 9 months here, but on average, that's about $13 a month. There's various factors at play there, but one of the reasons we went with Longhorn Solar is they actually guarantee this production. And if we don't reach this number right here, let me just highlight it, this number in green right here, and we end up having to pay out of pocket for electricity, they will reimburse us for that. So they guarantee their production in spite of the weather. So literally, if it if it rained every month and we had lots of cloudy days, they would still guarantee this number. Not everybody does that, just so you know. So anyway, when we got started, let me scroll back over here. Our average billing payment for our electric bill was about $152 a month before solar, and our solar payment is now $160 per month. So it's about $8 difference. But the thing that you want to remember is this part right down here in blue. We got a tax rebate. It actually hit our bank about a month ago in July of 2019. It was around $9,000. And we could have taken that and refinanced our solar system at that point, and it probably would have dropped our payment back down to around $150 per month. But we had some expenses, and we chose to keep that tax rebate in our bank account and spend it for other things, and to kind of give us a little bit of an emergency fund or a little savings account, because we have some stuff coming up. So we're looking at really just a difference of an extra $8 a month over what we were previously spending, but we got this money back from the the federal government, from the IRS, that we were able to do something good for our family with. And I'm thinking that this number will turn out to be more around the $8 difference at the end of 12 months. We're in August, September, October are typically pretty hot, shiny, summery months. All right, so so far we're very happy. We believe we've made a good choice. I want to back up and take you to some of the factors that helped us move forward. Like I mentioned earlier, we've told a lot of people that we had solar, and they've asked us, well, who did you go with? What company did you choose, and why? And we actually got, when we finally wanted to move forward, we actually got 3 quotes and spent time with 3 companies, and we ended up choosing Longhorn. And these are the reasons. They don't sub out any of their work. They definitely do not have high pressure salesmen. We dealt with some of those, and it makes me sick to have to deal with those kind of people. When you deal with Longhorn, especially Mike, I know him pretty well now. If the numbers don't make sense, they're going to walk away. And in fact, they did 3 quotes for us. The first 2, we agreed that it made sense to walk away. It didn't make financial sense to put solar in. But by the 3rd quote, it did, because electric rates had risen. It was just a very pleasurable process to deal with Mike at Longhorn Solar. They do have, they work with only the best panel manufacturers in the industry, and they have some of the best warranty plans. So you have 25 years on the panels and the installation, and they guarantee production for 20 years. This is super important, or they pay you back what you may have to buy from the electricity company. This right here is huge. I'll just highlight that. They are highly certified. They have some of the highest certifications in the industry. We did explore the question of how solar panels increase the value of your home, and if you are in a position where you have to sell your home, you do get your money back with the increased value of your home. They shared with me some documents that came out of California and from Texas A&M University here in Texas. And I saved them, and I can't find them, but I'll get them again. So if you're interested in that, just ask me. We are in an HOA. It was not a problem. And in fact, the state of Texas, by law, an HOA cannot stop you from installing solar panels. They can make it difficult for you, but they can't stop you by law. But with our HOA here in Churchville Farms, we had an easy process. Longhorn Solar is family owned and operated. They have some of the greatest reviews on, I believe it's called solarreviews.com. Let me just hop over there and see if that's the right site. Solar reviews. Okay, sorry, that's not coming up very quick. I'll put that information in the description of this video. And you know, they've been in business doing solar for over 10 years, and they've, at the time we did our quote, they had partnered with 1,700 homeowners in the last 10 years, saving over 6.3 million in electric bills. This was my favorite part. We were assigned an actual project manager, and there's a lot of stuff that has to be done. There's communication with your city, building codes and all that stuff. And they took care of all that. They know how to deal with that, and they literally walked us step by step through that process. It was so easy. And then, of course, the 30% federal tax rebate. 2019 is the last year to get that, but they also gave us a $250 check that we got to give our favorite teacher. So just a little added bonus that you won't get from another company. They had excellent financing with no money down, so it didn't, we didn't have to come out of pocket to get this installed. This video right here, they were given the Best of the Best award by this. You'll just have to watch the video, but this video right here is very, very compelling as to why we chose Longhorn Solar over the other vendors. It's super critical that the person who does the sale sticks around and doesn't hand you off to a third-party solar installer in some other state and leaves you hanging. I've heard horror stories from Mike about that. Mike's become a good friend, and he's a great guy. You can trust him completely. He's not going to steer you wrong. He's honest, truthful. He knows what he's doing, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing this video, is because it's just been a great pleasure to work with him. And I'm a business owner myself, and it helps me a lot when people will do a review for me. So I wanted to help Mike out and do this review for him. So I think I'm going to end the video. If you've asked for my spreadsheet, I'll probably send that to you along with this video, and I'm here to answer any questions. But in the end, I would just highly encourage you, if you're even considering solar, to go ahead and call Mike at 737-230-3880 and just get a free quote. remember, if it doesn't make sense for you financially, they will simply walk away and part as friends. And there's no high pressure sales going on here. They really want to help as many people as possible save money on solar, but also claim that federal tax rebate that's only available for the rest of 2019. And really, you should have this all in place probably by November, because their install calendar gets filled up pretty quickly, and it will, especially towards the end of the year. So that's it. I hope you enjoy my video. Please like the video, make a comment. I appreciate it. It helps my channel. And this is Sherry with SherryHelpsYou.com. Bye for now.